Get this, it was April 2016 that Dr. Robert Lanciotti raised issues internally and in an email to state public health officials that the Trioplex assay was highly flawed. And in May, he was reassigned to a non-supervisory position within his lab. After the reassignment, he filed a whistleblower retaliation claim alleging that his diminished duties from lab chief to a non-supervisory position was in reprisal for this disclosure. After an investigation, the U.S. Office of Special Counsel secured an agreement from the CDC to reinstate Dr. Lanciotti as chief of his lab. According to Dr. Lanciotti, the CDC recommended test is nearly 40% less effective in detecting the active Zika virus than the alternative approach utilized by the Fort Collins lab. Dr. Lanciotti disclosed his belief that the CDC may have given public laboratories the mistaken impression that the Trioplex was the better test, despite contradictory findings that the Trioplex has inferior sensitivity. And from what I gather, from April until the fall, the CDC ignored Dr. Lanciotti, and they actually punished him. They demoted a highly respected scientist with over 20 years experience and promoted their flawed assay. The overall conclusion stated, there was sufficient credible data generated from multiple sources indicating that the Trioplex would, in the real world, miss cases of Zika virus and all 4 dengue viruses. The apparent lack of concern by the EOC, Emergency Operations Center, in investigating the issue of the reduced sensitivity of the Trioplex to detect the dengue virus is of great concern, as these viruses are known to co-circulate with Zika. In addition, the accurate diagnosis of dengue is critical since pregnant women with confirmed dengue infections are not clinically managed the same as those with Zika. So it is ironic and inconsistent, therefore, that the EOC would recommend the Trioplex, which has been documented to miss clinical cases. The EOC was fully aware of this data, yet did not factor it into their communications. To err on the side of caution and to maintain the highest ethical standards of public health policy, these data should have generated a pause in the promotion of the Trioplex and a comprehensive analysis to resolve the issue. Instead, the EOC continued to promote the questionable assay with misleading communications that led laboratories to believe that was in fact the better available test for the detection of the Zika virus. Not recommending the best available test during an epidemic of a novel pathogen in which the potential to miss cases is evident with implication for proper clinical case management is in fact a threat to public health.